DIY.
DIYers. Welcome to a special event. You know, it's not every day that we get to listen to an album, but also listen to the brilliant minds that have created it. But today is that special occasion, and I'm excited to have today here Iman Europe and Kaelin Ellis.
What's up? What's up, Curtis? Thanks for having us.
Good to see y'all here. You know, Kaelin threw me off right now because he up here switching camera angles and got surround sound. I'm hearing freeways and everything, so it's all good. But I'm glad to have y'all here. Yeah, first and foremost, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for making the time. We were thinking about you when we wanted to figure out who we wanted to talk to about the album.
Word.
We were like, Curtis will get it. Curtis will get it. So thank you for making the time for us both.
Of course. And I got a chance to listen to it. I was gonna say, Kaelin, would you mind muting up really quick?
You should mute, Kaelin.
Yeah, just really quick. You all
hearing
chips. I'm hearing chip bags wrinkling. It's all good. Anybody tripping on it? Anybody tripping on it? So here's the quick introduction I have, but I want the people to hear from y'all directly. But today I'm joined by two incredible artists who dropped a powerful new project called Chrysalis. That's how you pronounce it?
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's correct.
I'll be having pronunciation issues over here sometimes. We got singer and songwriter Iman Europe and producer Kaelin Ellis here to talk about the making of the album, their creative process, and what it means to release independent music in 2025. So with that said, in your own words, tell the people who you are who may be coming across your name for the first time, even though I had folks in my Discord that was like, hey, no way, you got Iman Europe, and I'm about to go see her on tour.
Oh.
But in your own words.
Hello, y'all. My name is Iman Europe from Inglewood, California. I am a singer, songwriter, an author, a lyricist. I wouldn't call myself a rapper, but I am a lyricist. And you would call me a rapper?
You rapping your ass off.
I be rapping. Okay. I know rapping. Well, I'm a rapper too then. I'm a rapper too. Okay, I'll get my rapper back. But I also am a really big champion of independent artistry. I have stayed independent even through like different offers. They never felt like what I was worth. So I kind of have always taken the independent route. And it's not necessarily the easiest route, but I do think that it pays off in the end if you can get through the process. And I pivoted a bit into tech. I got tired of music. I think I just got career exhaustion. And I took a job as the head of artist relations for a music NFT company. And that was really cool. I got to learn a lot about like tech and blockchain technology, but also the other side of the music business. Like I got to sit on both sides of the table. So now I'm the artist and the exec and really got to understand what was going on. And yeah, it pivoted me back to music and here we are. So thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah,
of course. And I imagine having that understanding of tech is probably supremely important as you're independent now, because so much of the world is heading in that direction, especially in our industry. And I already got some questions prepared for that. Before we get into those, because we are listening to the project all throughout the stream, DIYs, what you're going to see is a QR code that pops up. If you go ahead and put your phone up there and do what you got to do, you know what I'm saying? You get quick access in case you're watching on TV, quick access to the music to go ahead and stream it. I was told there will be physical copies and things like that available here soon, but I want to make sure I put that on your radar. Hey, Kaelin, can you talk this for a little second? I mean, this might be slightly illegal, but this is AI is what I'm going to be telling them. If anybody ever asks any questions, this is AI. You're on a green screen at home right now.
I'll take that. I can accept that. Shucks. Well, my name is Kaelin Ellis. I produced and co-produced this project with Not only just the collaborators that are part of the project, like guys like Sam Wise, Taylor Alford, guys like shoot, all of my Discord. I want to say my entire Discord was pretty much involved with the making of this project, and they're known as the Makers Club as
Wow.
well. And so I'm also an advocate for the makers. I advocate for not only just independence but community building within the space of like taking an environment and turning it into a collaborative space to be able to make projects like Chrysalis happen. Some of these projects and songs that we've worked on date back like 2021 when I first started streaming on YouTube and Twitch, and yeah, it's really incredible to see like the tracks that we make live on the stream kind of turn to this body that speaks for the artistry and the incredible gift and talent that is Iman Europe. So
Come on. Come on.
yeah.
And I'm late to the party. Embarrassingly so, I've heard your name for so many damn years through mutual friends of ours and mutual artists of ours. I've heard your name. I ain't talking about you, Kaelin. We didn't work together, so I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about Iman here. And we had an opportunity, actually, I think we met last year during, I think it might have been a Thursday.
DJ Quick show.
DJ Quick show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the party in my living room. Yep.
Super dope. Super dope. So I'm still getting familiar with the catalog. I did my research, did my homework and whatnot. So definitely excited to have y'all both here. But tell me a little bit how y'all first linked up.
Man, me and Kaelin linked up in the pandemic, which is crazy.
Oh, wow.
I was giving up on music. I wasn't going to do it anymore. I was so over it. I sat and the pandemic slowed everything down so we could really see things. And I started counting and calculating how much money I've put into this artist career, how many years I've been doing this, how much money have I made?
Right.
Oh, no. And I have a BA in creative writing. So I'm like, I'm going to go back to school. I'm going to be a teacher again because I was a teacher for 11th grade AP English for a little bit. And I was like, but I couldn't even teach, I couldn't do nothing.
Right.
So I'm like, I gotta figure it out. And in the midst of me, like, kind of giving up, I found Kaelin. He put this beat up called Bussin'. And I was like, who is this? Who is this man? So then I go through this long like rabbit hole, and he got fire on fire, and something sparked in me. I was like, I gotta put something on this. Like I just have to like rap on it. I don't know. So I made a rap video over it and I tagged him, and he was like, yo, this is dope. And then we did another one with Count. And it was Crush, and then the song was so good that we were like, let's put it on a project. So then we put that on the project I was already working on, and then I was like, Kaelin, do you want to do like a whole project? It was like, yeah. And so it was just an organic meeting and mutual appreciation of each other's craft. I think he's like he's so brilliant. Like he's brilliant beyond what you can see like on Instagram and everything. Once you're in the studio with him, you're like, oh, you're kind of wild, bro. Like you made that in 15 minutes. That's nuts.
He doing all that face scrunching like we can't see him. Like we can't see him out here making this music. There are people that I have met that are great at making music, and then there are people who are just pure freak of natures. Like because music is not necessarily as physical as, say, the demand of playing in the NBA. It's hard to measure it the same way, but I think there's certain people who are like LeBron-esque. And I think of Kaelin, especially when I think about just the way the rhythms come together and his interpretation of swing. And how many times you didn't sent me a text and said, what song that you think this is? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. What about for you, Kaelin? What was it about working with Iman Europe that excited you before all of that came together?
Man, so I remember seeing Iman pop up on my Instagram, and I think the first one that made me think like, yo, y'all don't understand how cold she is. No creases. my God, that was in rotation. I literally bought an iron because of how much that was in rotation.
See,
I
this
have a
this is
travel
this is
size
an
iron.
idea of how his brain works. What you mean you bought an iron? You
Bro,
imagine what direction you going in?
I bought a brand new iron that I could travel with whenever I go to LA, and it's like an
Right.
iron that I travel with, and I just remembered like no creases, yay! I literally
There it
said
is.
that for a solid summer,
That's
and I was
crazy.
like, if God ever blesses me with the opportunity that is to work with Iman Europe, I am going all in, and
Yeah.
I was a fan immediately, you know. And so I think even just like being able to like, you know, go through with the process of creating a record. I think it was like the beginning of 2023. We went out to, I think, Joshua Tree.
Mm-hmm.
We went out to Joshua's Tree and we had like a, you know, a songwriting camp with a few others. And I think that was when we started having these conversations about like where exactly are we in this life kind of
Hmm.
like journey.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I think the first one that popped up was like, you know, metamorphosis, which turned into money morphosis. And I think you showed us like a documentary or something. And the
I did.
documentary was Chrysalis. It was about the Chrysalis. And so, yeah.
That's a great place to put a pin at because this is my next question is the title suggests transformation, and I'm curious for each of you, what transformation does this album represent, both personally and creatively for you?
Mm. Um, Man, personally, I think that this album kind of signifies like 5 years in the making, kind of. So I think we'd say we'd start at like 2020 to about now. If you think about how much you've changed in that time, it's been like I'm damn near a whole new person. You
Feel
know
like
what I
10
mean?
years.
Like,
Five felt like 10 years for sure.
yeah, yeah. Like I tell people, if you haven't met me since the pandemic, you don't know me no more.
Yeah, I don't even
I'm
know
so
what you
different.
mean.
I'm still learning me. I'm learning me every day.
Right.
So, I think I was still grateful for that time though, because it allowed me to sit and look at myself and see the things that maybe aren't working for me in my career,
Mhm.
in my personal life. And in the album, I break down a lot of those things that I feel like get in our way. A lot of the things that have to break in order for us to become better or become our best selves.
Hmm.
Things such as like frustration, ego, uncertainty, thoughts of lack. I try to highlight all of these things. But then I also kind of explain the things, different um, issues that I went through in that time, like feelings of rejection or like bully mean girls, or like I talk
Mm.
about it all, the things that really affected me, um, and the things I had to grow through, and what that growing process looks like, what it
Yeah.
looked like for me. Because the middle part of the album is the breaking. That's when you're actually doing all the breaking,
Okay.
and it's a lot of grief. It's grief of, your old self,
Mhm.
who you used to be. It's grief of like what you don't resonate with anymore. It's grief of actual relationships that you don't have anymore, actual people who have passed away. It's just grief. And then after grief comes surrender, because you kind of got to let it go.
Yeah.
Or actually you surrender first, and then it's grief. But yeah, I think I definitely changed uh in my approach to my music as well. Um I really wanted this album to be co-creation, like with
Mhm.
God for sure, with Kaelin for sure. But me and Kaelin both like set an intention to bring as many collaborators as we could that would align, onto this project, because we see the importance of that. And music is supposed to be, this co-creative thing. It is. That's the beauty of it. It's not to be made just in your room by yourself. That it has changed over time with technology and stuff, but the true essence of it is like when you look back and see those studio sessions with Al Green or Marvin Gaye, and it's like, all of them in the studio together, and you're like, dang, that was like a moment in time captured on a microphone, you know? So yeah, we were able to really focus on co-creation, and I think that even that was transformative for me. Someone who, like, before maybe I just would be trying to do too many things. Like, as an independent artist, we wear so many hats that eventually we have to say, "Yo, help! I can't do this."
Sometimes DIY needs to be DIY.
Come
Somebody help me.
on.
Like Marlon Wayans used to say on Wayans Brothers, help me, please.
Help me, please. Help me, please.
Somebody come in here.
Absolutely.
Somebody, you know, when somebody asks the question, you all right? Barely. I'm holding
Yeah,
it together.
barely.
It's so much to do.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when you have the ability, I mean, you talked about all the hats that you're wearing as author, songwriter, as you know, as you have your history as a teacher. There's so many things that go through your mind that you know that you have the ability to do, and sometimes it can work against you, and that's why I have bags in my eyes right now.
Yeah.
I love how you said co-creation with God.
Mhm.
And then Kaelin also talked about how the makers community took a part in everything that was going on. I'm curious, Kaelin, from your side, how did collaboration, especially when you're talking about all these different people from different walks of life, how did the collaboration in that style through your Discord shape the sound and direction of this project?
Man, so what kind of made it like, I think as soon as I started like streaming, and streaming came from this perspective of let's just try and throw some paint at the wall and see what sticks. And I think one of the most concerning things I had at the time was like, this is a new space for me. I wasn't used to talking, so that was another thing. Like, I had to start communicating exactly what I wanted to try,
Right.
at least be open to it, and see if others were down for it. And early on during like the Makers Club, we didn't even have the name the Makers Club. It was still just called like, oh, my Discord community. But like, what was the identity? And it's funny that, you know, Iman, co-creation with God, recognizing that music is like a form of co-creation creatively, like to go from the just to kind of go from this like honest place of like, what do I want to make today? And maybe sometimes you don't necessarily know what that is, but if you're open and willing to like see what's on the other side of this creating process, there could be something that actually like might speak honestly to my spirit and anybody else. And so one song turned into like, oh my God, we have a bunch of ideas from the Discord just from 2021 alone. And so I remember sending Iman my like Google Drive folders from like the earlier times.
Right.
And what was so funny about sending those tracks out, there's like, I'm saying like maybe 600 beats just sitting in there. One of those happened to be the joint that I sent you that you ended up rapping over. But it was
AI
just,
joint.
yeah, the AI joint. Yeah. And so I just realized like some of the greatest creations I've had have been in collaboration. And even thinking about like the idea of collaborating the space, the environment, the ideas, being open to receiving whatever just happens. And before you know it, all these ideas started culminating into like, you know, what did we have, even like 30 some ideas collectively for this
37 songs.
she said 30 seconds. I've been there for every single one of them. It was 37 exactly.
Listen, I was like, Kaelin, what are we gonna do with all this music? What are we doing? Oh my gosh. She was like, we gotta put it all on there. I was like, Kaelin, we can't do that.
Yeah, Kaelin will
Man.
get you. Kaelin, anybody who's ever worked with Kaelin and not even just in the capacity of music, just whenever you get on the phone, he got such an infectious energy that you get yourself signing up for something and you're like, how the hell did I get here?
But you know what? He be having good ideas though.
He do. That's why you sign up.
Yeah, I was like, well, at first I was like, let's do 37 songs. But then I was like, okay, let's split it up and at least do a deluxe. And he was like, okay, cool. So this is where we at now.
Probably only Kaelin and the homie, oh gosh, could walk me back into a pandemic and convince me that'd be a good idea. Like, man, I think musically, you will go another place if we have another pandemic. I would probably walk right back into it. Look, But look at what happened because of the collaborating that you did. I mean, all that work did not go in vain. The project released 8 days ago, and I saw a post on your Instagram, Iman, where you said you mentioned 22 editorial placements in 24 hours. The album's charting globally while still independent. You know, that's my favorite word. What's my favorite word? Indie.
Independent.
Look, this is kind of a question for both of you. How do you feel like this has helped you carve your own lane? And what does independence specifically look like for both of you in 2025?
I think for me, when you say carve my own lane, you mean musically? How do you
Let's
mean
start
it?
there. Let's start musically. Musically, how do you feel like this has kind of helped? Like, what do you feel like has resonated with so many different people in a time period where so many of these platforms prioritize quantity over quality? What is it that you feel like is I guess the secret ingredient in what you're doing that has allowed you to have a very unique success?
Man,
With the project? Intention.
intention, being intentional. I wasn't about to just make a whole bunch of songs and put a whole bunch of stuff out with no through line, with no point or purpose. This was purposeful work. This was like something that was God led. I didn't want to just I can make music. I know how to write music. I know, but I needed something that told a story and told the story of not only me, but a lot of other folks that feel like they're, transforming right now or in transition right now. Um, and something that like resonated. I didn't want something that just you will play one time and not want to go back to. I want you to hear a line and be like, ooh,
Yeah, there's a few of those all throughout the year.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, yeah. And then on top of Kaylin's beats, it's like, I gotta go crazy. I have no choice. I have no point, like, other thing I can possibly do, but intention. And I think that what I want people to be inspired, I'm hearing a lot of people tell me they're super inspired, and I'm so grateful for that. But if you're gonna be inspired, be inspired by the intention that was set,
Mhm.
of like creating something that matters and means something to you first. Um, and then, maybe the world will like it. You know what I mean? Maybe they'll like it too. But when you do that, I think I'm my most proudest of this work. And I think it's because I didn't care about nothing else but the point I was trying to make.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
And I wrote it like an essay. This album is an essay for me. So
Yeah,
like it has an introduction, it has a conclusion, it
I
has a
love that.
body.
No way.
You
I
know what
love
I
that you
mean?
structured this. I love that you structured it that way, but then also too, something I'm noticing at least, is that the albums that seem to be resonating, particularly in this year, where there's been many of shifts that have occurred, have been albums that put the artist back in the leadership position,
Mhm.
right? They're not made necessarily with mass consumption in mind. They're
Mhm.
not made creatively like the customer is always right. It's like, no, the customer is not always right.
You don't even
And
know what they want.
they came to you for your expertise, but
Right.
so much has transpired where people have, kind of figured out, well, I do have to sell a product, and that kind of compromises the music. But I love how this did not do that. This felt like it was very intentional
Yeah.
moving here.
And you can still meet the people where they are. I think
Mm,
that's something that me and Kaylin still made sure to do. Like, we're not just, doing long monologues, like we made it enjoyable and fun and still
right.
what people will want to hear. But in that, I'm planting little seeds for you to think about for a while. So
And specifically, and this is for both of y'all, what does that independence look like for you in 2025? Like, how hands-on are you with all this? Because I'm looking and you got fire visuals, you got fire, I'm looking at the Instagram posts, I'm looking at all these photo shoots, and I'm like, this look like a hell of a team, but I do understand, especially when I start reading some of the posts, like, some of us have the ability to, we have great networks, I should say, of independent freelancers. What does your independence look like in 2024, 2025? Excuse me.
man, mine looks a little different because I started a nonprofit organization called Community Arts. And the purpose of the nonprofit is to create projects, co-create on collaborative projects, and have different artists of different facets come together, bring their art to the project, and get paid from their contributions.
Right.
And so, I pitched this to my executive producer, who ended up giving us a grant to be able to put this together. And with the grant, we've been able to like create this album and pay people for their contributions. So that's why I say it's independent for sure. I'm definitely running. I'm tired, nigga. Like I'm definitely the front runner here, but there's so many people that are touching this, like from the administrative side and from the creative side. I do have help from like Jim and Nell, who is my project manager, and just different people on the team will just help however they can. So it's a little different because I have the most help I've ever had.
Right.
However, it is still me being an entrepreneur, because now I'm an artist and I'm a CEO of a nonprofit organization.
Jeez.
So I gotta do a lot of stuff all the time. And you can't even sign up to be an independent artist if you don't want to look at yourself like an entrepreneur, because it's not gonna work. Like, and I'm lucky to have seen my mom be an entrepreneur in my life. Like, she's had 2 businesses. She has one now, Burn Cycling. Shout out Burn Cycling, okay?
Hey, okay.
But I've seen her wear many hats, The thing that I'm adding extra is the artist part, but we're getting it done. It's working out. It's working out. So that's all that matters.
I would say it is. Kaelin, what about you? Because I mean, you continue to work with more and more heavyweights, and every time I feel like I look at your timeline, it's somebody else that popped up that you're like, it's funny. It's funny watching you be surprised of the people that you're working with, and I'm like, but you like you Kaelin though, like you're you though, like you're you. But what does your independence look like in 2025?
So it's actually funny. I just came back from this retreat with
Oh, that's cold.
He invited me to this retreat that they typically run every single week. Not every single week, I won't say every single week, but they like every year. Every year there's like a retreat that he had been behind, and he'll.
You broke up on the name, Kaelin. Say the name again.
One more time with the name. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, my bad. Jazzy Jeff.
Yes,
Jazzy
sir.
Jeff. He is behind this, playlist retreat that they started years back, and that features a lot of the names that we all know, like Masego and the heavyweights, the DJ premiers of the world. Like they'll be there. They'll physically be there. And it's an invite only thing. And what it reminded me of was, the power of community. And I think what I've, slowly sat with these last 5 years was the slow burn of building brick by brick, space by space, a system that feels like you're not like in a, I don't know, like a number queue, but like you're actually a part of something that's actively growing, and everybody can win. Everybody can win if you're in a community, right? And so my like independence is based on the success of how well others are doing. Like if I do make sound packs and I do make this space, am I tapping in with those same people that actually bought into what I'm doing? And if I did, like, have conversations with the same people that buy into what I'm doing, whether it's spending time with me on the live streams, because I do live stream on my YouTube and my Twitch and my Twitter at times, Monday, Tuesday, and Fridays now, where I just like listen to the community's music, and they kind of give me like a good sheet of like where everybody is. And the most beautiful thing about this project is watching how many talented people are just chilling around me, And so now it's like, I don't have to be someone that has to make 100% of what you're hearing in the track. It's like, oh, no, this person got the sauce. Let me give them a track to like, yo, do this thing you're really good at, and I can be able to, like, introduce you to more people, and that creates the expansion, that creates the growth. So independence to me is really like putting not even putting providing a space for the environment of my community to flourish.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
I feel very
Gotta do that. We gotta do that. That was a bar. Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was what I was trying to get to. I was trying to land on that, like
You
that.
good. No, that's it. That's it. And that speaks a lot to with this audience here. What they tap into is just this game is forever changing, especially when you talk about independence and what it looks like and what it means to be independent. So many things change. One thing I really am inspired by, Iman, is when you talk about, you're vulnerable and you talk about release day anxiety. And I want to talk to you a little bit about that. That surprised me because I'm like the one word I got from this entire project. Now I have intent, which makes a lot of sense, but it's confidence. Everything
Absolutely.
felt like it landed where it was supposed to. Every word was said the way it was supposed to be said.
Absolutely.
How it was intended, I should say, how it was intended to be said. But I'm curious. So you talked about release day anxiety, but also about wanting this project to be your contribution to peace
Yeah,
in a
man.
very, very chaotic world. What do you mean when you say you wanted this project to be a contribution to peace?
I think as US citizens, we've had quite the year.
Yes, we have.
And so many times during this process of creating this project, I felt like, dang, should I be doing more to serve the world instead of just being in the studio working on this album? Like, and I'm just the world is crumbling, and I'm like, go listen to my new song. Like, that just feels so I don't know. It just didn't it wasn't feeling good, but what gave me peace was knowing that I was trying to create something that could be um uh, a companion to somebody going through a hard time. And so that kind of put me through. But yeah, release day anxiety is a real thing. I don't know if I'll ever get over it as
Mhm.
confident as I am. It's something about, pressing the button and saying it's out. And
Can't
that
go
is
back.
just
No do-overs. No do-overs. We're
it's
here now.
no do-overs. But look, here's the thing. It was like when the album dropped,
Yeah.
I was so excited. But something
Mhm.
about social media and all of the aspects that I can't really control, like,
Mhm.
did I drop it at the right time? Did I tag too many people? Did I, like, am I supposed to write a long caption? Did I post the right thing? Oh, it wasn't formatted right. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna get pushed out to the first 10% of my followers, which is crazy,
Mhm.
you know, um, and I better have it right, it's just so much things that I don't really care about. What I care about is that you guys get to the music, but I have to go through all of these different things just to get someone to push play, and most of them is on social media. I just have a weird relationship with social media.
Same. I mean,
Um,
even the fact that that is a piece of information that you have to hold on to, that how the algorithm works in terms of the 10% that it's pushing it out to, that could probably be reserved for some song ideas. But
mhm.
to exist in 2025 and succeed, these are things that, we got to kind of put into our back pocket and move forward. But yeah,
Oh
there's a
yeah.
lot more taxing, a lot of things I got to think about.
We spend years working on something that somebody will scroll past in a second.
Mm,
You know what I mean? And if
yeah,
we didn't post it at the right time, they ain't even see it. And
yeah,
if Instagram decided to not show it to them, even though they follow us and want to see our stuff, they won't see it. If
yeah.
for any reason, like I don't know, there's so many reasons we aren't able to connect with the people that want to connect with our music, and there's this barrier in between us, and they say we'll show them to you though if you pay for an ad. And it's like, bro, can my ads go to people who don't know me, but can I at least get all the people who do want to hear my music at least?
Like, because my question is, then what is the point of showing me my follower count? What is the point of showing
Right.
me my follower count if I got to negotiate and finagle the algorithm in order to access the people that have already shown a lot of interest in this type of content being on their newsfeed.
A lot of finagling going on.
It's a lot of finagling.
Oh my god! Like I saw a post, and it was cool, but I saw a post the other day where somebody was like, hold down the carousel dots, and then this person was like transforming into another person. I'm like, that's cool how he's setting himself on fire, and it does this thing, and it looks almost like a like those animated picture books. But I was like, but the fact that we got to do all of that extra stuff on top of landing a project that people want to listen to and resonate with and feel like, it is a lot of responsibilities that are on the shoulders of what we're doing. Kaelin, I want to ask you this. What was the bigger purpose behind your sound choices and production on this particular project?
I think for this one.
Hold on. Your reception got you looking crazy.
Hold on one second, Kaelin. Are you there now?
Yeah. Every time you start talking, they get the
craziest
screenshots for you. I apologize for them, man.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I hear you.
Okay, perfect. My bad. So what influenced the sound choice? I think this was one of the first times in like my life creatively that I realized like what playing drums does. I remember years ago, I always had this vision or dream of playing drums on people's projects, right? That was just kind of like one of my bigger goals. But I remember thinking like, do I physically need to be in the room to do this? And so the result of even my sample packs and everything came from me giving me playing a drum kit like a voice. It's like the equivalent of talking. It's like if you could say a word or a sentence. Like let's say, Curtis, if you said a sentence, I would be on a drum kit and find a way to transcribe the same way that sentence felt on a drum kit.
Right.
So everything was literally based around my drums, which is how I started coming up with my sound packs, which were like, oh, that's giving me a voice to kind of speak. And so initially the first kind of thought was, can I play drums around these ideas that my Discord gives me? And then that started opening up so many options. Like, and the beautiful part about creating is there's not necessarily one right choice. You just have to make a decision out of all the choices you get. And so I found that
hard. It's so hard though, Kaelin, because especially as a writer, boy, sometimes you write something and you like, okay, that hit, that landed, but what about the next layer? What about the next layer? You know what I mean?
But that's the beautiful thing about this project, because I can only imagine, Iman, with your writing process with working on this. I remember you were in the room, we were working on the ideas, and you would say a line, and then everybody would be like, "Oh, that was cold," but then you would say it back and be like, "That ain't where I wanted it to land, though. Let me run it back again." And so seeing that happen over and over and over again, it was like the decisions gave you a choice to either keep going or do I stop. And the more that we kept going, the more it was turning into like a slow cooking process. And nothing's more beautiful than watching something getting slowly prepared and you see it gradually getting better. Even for like Everything Is Breaking, I had my buddy from Orlando. His name is A.O. Will. Shout out to A.O. Will. He just moved from Orlando to Seattle. And he plays horns. He plays trumpet. Masterful kid at playing the trumpet. He joined my Makers Club as well. And I hit him up one day while we were working on it. I'm like, yo, I remember you did horns before, and I don't want to be that dude that just calls and asks, like, hey, is it okay if you record horns? He was like, oh, bro, no problem. 2 hours passed. He knocks out a whole like arrangement of horns. And then I'm like, holy cow, this is like a live band project. This sounds exactly what in my brain I hear when I want to make music. And so looking at all of the creative process, a lot of this was based on like, I am a musician that has a voice to say something. And even if the right choices maybe there's no right choice. It's just making one and seeing where the cards fall, and then it can turn into a slow cooking process as time goes on. Because you're going to ask yourself the question: is this the best way I can say it? If yes, let it land, let it sit. If not, keep plugging away, because there's a reason you're plugging away. There's a reason you're curious. If there's more that I can possibly say, that's the reason why I keep saying everything is breaking. Like, I can only imagine how you felt writing that hook, Iman.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
So
You know what's
I
so
don't know.
crazy though, Kaelin? You play drums like you speak, and my point is to rap like I'm a drummer, like I'm a drum. So like on Masterpiece, I was trying to rap at a cadence of like it was a drum, which a da 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 da. Like I was trying to keep up with you as a drum, and you are doing it as a voice. It's so funny.
Yeah. No, but I'm listening. As I'm listening, I'm watching y'all interact. As I'm listening to the project the other day, I'm on a treadmill, and that's one thing that I paid extra attention to because of how intentional it sounded like y'all both were. Is that every pocket complemented the other pocket, right? Especially, and that's why I say, like, no, you a rapper when you're able to formulate these ideas, bring complexity to what you're doing, but still stay in these rhythmic pockets. That's not something that everybody can do. Some people can find a pocket, but can't find the complexity. And, how do I express the many sides of this particular emotion that's not just one-sided? I saw you do that time and time again. So, we getting ready to listen to it, by the way, too, DIYers, for those of you that are joining us here. I got one more question for you, and then we can get into this listening, which I'm excited to share this with y'all. And once again, the links are in the description if you want to jump the gun, but we're here with the artists, so you kind of want to stay here. Go ahead. Last question I got for both of y'all, especially knowing that you both have a connection within tech, and the project is on streaming. With streaming changing so damn fast, and AI, hello, Allen Iverson. I mean, not Allen Iverson. Hello, AI. Now a part of the conversation. I just saw the other day where Spotify is just now starting to crack down on identifying AI singers and all of this stuff going on, and how they cut into the pie. My question for you both, because me and Kaelin have had many conversations about AI, but how do you both see the future of indie music as it relates to that? That's the first part, and I got a second part I'll save.
See, everybody that knows me knows that although I am very experimental when it comes to tech, I mean, I got into Web3 and people were like, what are you doing? What are you NFT? But I saw it as something that could benefit independent artists because for the first time, we were naming our own price. We were selling directly. And this was before the direct to sale was really happening or became popular. This was the first time I really saw that. And I was a fan of that. Like I was a champion of what it could do for independent artists. That's always my end goal is like, does this make it better for artists or worse? So when it comes to AI,
that's it enough already. But go ahead.
I don't see.
It can be heartbreaking and it can be inspiring, just like that.
I am a purist. I have come to terms with that. They're trying to make that sound crazy if you don't really want a whole bunch of to do with AI. I still use AI for sure. Like, ChatGPT and stuff, the administrative work, it helps. But when I think about, independent artistry and what it's already doing, even to the top artists, what's happening to them. I think about people like me. I think about people like Kaelin, who, sells beat packs, you know what I mean? And that's a way that as an independent artist, he's able to generate money with these new AI like technologies. Things like that will kind of take away from Kaelin. Like those will take money directly out of his pocket because they'll just throw it in this machine and remake it. And then you don't even got to pay Kaelin for a beat pack, and it's like the lime wire. You know what I mean? It's just
right. It feels like it, don't it? Like it feels like we're going through that. Anybody who was through that pirating era, and you remember how quickly things were moving, and it felt like the laws weren't catching up to it, or
yeah,
they tried to make examples of a very few people. This one just felt like it just smoothly just went on, and
took
I'm like,
over.
you're thinking about, and I specifically say the platform Spotify, all the crackdowns that they had on what they identified as fictitious streams, and how that situation happened, where people, you talked about it earlier, about how much money goes into the process of a project. I can't imagine the feeling that some of these artists have of putting a project up, and then Spotify says, we think 95% of these are bots with no evidence, and yeah, we're gonna just take it down. Like,
Yeah.
you playing with people's money, you playing with those
People's
playlists,
time, you
all those
playing
things.
with people's careers, livelihoods, like, I don't know. I don't see this being good for artists in any type of way. I think that it is a crutch. And I think that like it's not of benefit. I can't personally see,
Yeah.
but I don't knock anybody who uses AI. Like if you want to use it and experiment with it, I'm with experimenting with all technology so you can find your own idea about it. Don't just take somebody else's idea. But from my research and what I feel and what I want to see in the world, I'm not the biggest fan of it all. Yeah. I got too many talented friends, and I'll be
I get
damned if I hear my voice, somebody singing a song for me and it's not me, I'm suing. Oh
look,
my gosh.
and I'm reacting, we gonna work as a tandem to make sure that
Hurrah!
all we gonna make
I'm
sure everybody know about what.
suing.
Yeah, because it's I ain't trying to get into that situation, because it's not about them, but or that particular person. But so much is transpired, and me and Kaelin be talking behind the scenes, and there's one moment where we're like, "Yo, you seen this? This is crazy." And
Yeah,
another
I've
time where
seen
it's
a
like,
lot. Yeah.
"You seen this? This is kind of crazy, bro."
I'm
Like,
following it now because my algorithm just feeds it to me now. So
yeah,
now I'm like, oh, something else.
yeah. Kaelin, talk
Yeah.
to me. Where are you at with it right now? Like, what excites you? What concerns you the most?
So I think because I've always I mean, Curtis, you know how my head is. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm concerned. I think what would be concerning is for. I think, and this is actually something very interesting because we talked about this at the retreat
Right.
last week, and literally the retreat was talking about AI. How do us producers and artists handle the future of what's about to come with it? And of course, there was already an artist that was signed for $3 million in a deal, and of course that was like, dang. But then I got curious. I got very curious because, of course, music has an effect on people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to look this up. I had to look up, like, what was the reaction? And of course, millions of people were sharing it on TikTok and everything. And I'm like, what about this? Even it being AI is making all of these millions of people flock to the comment section and feel like this is one of the quote unquote best songs they've heard that represent what they're experiencing. And what I
Mm-hmm.
slowly started to put together is that music based off of a machine like the capabilities, AI, is built to kind of reveal people's brokenness. And you can look in the comment section of that artist that got signed for millions of dollars. Everybody in the comment section, one by one, this is the best song, da 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 da, that represents me, and da da da. Cool. Of course, you done farmed a bunch of people in the comment section that are dealing with an
The
issue.
first thing I was gonna
But
say, I was like, nah, y'all caught on to
but
this person a whole lot quicker than a human. This is
but
crazy.
Yeah,
but the
those were
one thing
paid for.
the one thing that makes any kind of music have legs is building a relationship. And how
Right.
can you build a real relationship with a person that's not even real? So
Mm,
when you look at someone like, for instance, Iman Europe, what we've created is not only just stories about what our experiences of, not only just the brokenness, but the breaking, the surrendering, the that form the chrysalis. It's that
right.
breaking down that forms something as a whole picture, and that helps serve thing beyond. And I think with AI, the one part that people tend to forget sometimes is that music, you need a community to even buy into what someone sells. And if you don't have a relationship at all with your community, if the internet cuts out, who are you talking to?
Who are you talking to? That's a
Who
great point.
who are you going to have a relationship with? And that's actually something that I changed within how I've been approaching my Discord, because one of my Discord members, shout out to Arsenzo, insane artist, by the way. He's 25, he's out of Florida, and he was submitting these joints to my Discord during like a feedback that I have on Fridays. And I'm like, yo, where are you located? He was like, oh man, I'm out here and blah, 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 blah. And homie took a Uber to drive and see me an hour away. And I was like, nah, you real for that. And he was like, bro, I'm just so thankful to be here. Da, da, da. You don't understand what this means. And it made me think about like, yo, these are real people that actually desire to create something. So why not create a space that makes people feel like, and now I can create a relationship. There's a relationship there. I can hit them up, be like, yo, what are you doing? How you feeling? Where are you trying to, and I can be able to fulfill whatever role is needed to be fulfilled. And whatever area that I need or he needs, like we can talk about that in person. You can't get that with AI. And even if AI gives you some sort of solution, what kind of relationship is it if the internet cuts off, the technology cuts off?
AI psychosis. That's what it is. It's called. It's
Yeah,
called
the psychosis. Like, yeah, eventually gonna turn it on and be like, "Yo, I don't remember anything you just said like a day ago. We wiped the whole memory." You know, and it's like, wait, I just poured my whole heart out to you. You know?
I know.
See, this is what makes interactions like this to me make so much sense. Like, I think human beings need human beings more so than any time ever before, because of the barriers between us all that separate our ability to communicate with each other. Am I talking to a real person? Am I talking to the bot version of that person? These are crazy things that if you said 3 years ago, it'd have been like, okay, you must be trying to, write a screenplay for some kind of futuristic movie. No, we're living in that now.
I'll even say this. This is actually something I've been giving my homies like a scripture to sit with. I think it was like Luke 44. Every tree is known by its fruit. And if every tree is known by its fruit, if you're known to build relationships, your relationships should build more relationships after that. And so all AI is doing is building a connection to itself, or i.e. the person who's using that tool. Then once the tool gets cut off, where's the relationship really?
Where's the relationship? Yeah. Well, look, I'm sure that we probably could even set up another conversation for another day.
AI alone.
I mean, real, because there's so much I do want to talk to y'all about, but at the same time, I want to make the main thing, keep the main thing, and that is this project that I'm supremely excited to have y'all here for and to listen to. I mean, y'all already heard it because you made it, but I'm talking about for the people are in this audience right now, the DIYers. If you have not heard this project, I am telling you right now, go do something about that. Like, fix that right now. And if you still, for whatever reason, you need to hear before, go ahead and share with us right now. I'm getting ready to actually put up this QR code, and we're gonna press play on this on the project that is Chrysalis. And any final words before we get into this?
Man,
tell them you're writing a book, Iman.
I do got a book on the way, y'all.
Oh,
I got a lyric book on the way, y'all. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Thank you, Kaelin, for reminding me.
I'm about to say anything we should know ahead of time before the lyric book comes out, or what made you want to go with that particular route with it?
I wanted something that was physical, that could stay with you, and then that you can actually see and delve into the lyrics, and also kind of explain where I was at the time, or where this is in the story. And I just haven't seen anything like this before, so I'm excited to create it for you guys.
There it goes.
And I'm going on tour as well, so I wanted to have something to be able to give people outside of shirts and CDs. I wanted something new and fresh.
Come on. And let us know when the Bandcamp link is up, because these folks in here, they love to support media that they can have their hands on and be in possession of, because these internets, these streaming sometimes, these DSPs sometimes do some wild things.
Oh yeah.
With that said, let's get into it. We got first song here is the title track. Let's go ahead and listen to it.
I got an itch to go missing until I'm whole up. I got this urge for the vision that's taking over. I ain't relating to nothing, you niggas boring. You bitches corny, I'm getting colder. I'm tired of masking and still acting like it's good. I be over-explaining and still misunderstood. Damn, tired of refraining from reacting how I should. Y'all forgot I'm a product of Inglewood. Don't make me do it. Somewhere I might cause a fish. Somewhere I might call it quits. Somewhere in my crystal base. I just need some time alone. Gotta go and grow a bit. I'll be in my crystal base. World is full of fakes and foes, haters, snakes, and viciousness. I'll be in my crystal base. Get my mama on the phone. Only one who could see. I'll be in my crystal base. In the mirror like you so stressing and stuff. Like, girl, this barely enough. What is you settling for? Real shit, we gotta level it up. We got these lame hoes claiming that they better than us. Oh man, stop playing that flow fecal. Keep it real with the people. You ain't even my equal. I'm too humble, not in front and forgot to give me my respect. My soul glow, hold that's my biggest bliss. That's why I gotta protect it. Blessed with real niggas in my section. No space for who I gotta question. I leave them, I grieve them, I take my lesson. It's swerve off and take a new direction. Father, forgive them for the pain that they show. And do some healing on me. I gotta better my soul. And you can hide me in the hills till I'm ready to go. Wings ready to grow. I need more. I need more. Somewhere I might cause a fish. Somewhere I might call it quits. Somewhere in my crystal base. I just need some time alone. Gotta go and grow a bit. I'll be in my crystal base. World is full of fakes and foes, haters, snakes, and viciousness. I'll be in my crystal base. Get my mama on the phone. Only one who could visit. I'll be in my crystal base.
Yeah.
Need y'all to relax with an intro like that. I need y'all to relax.
We had to come in. We gotta get it going. Get it started.
I was on the treadmill. I was like, "Oh, that's how we gonna start the project." All right, okay, cool. So I know what
It's good for the gym, huh?
It you know what it is. It keeps a steady pace, but I think that's what I start realizing. Certain artists you listen to can like slow down your tempo, and it's not even a BPM issue. It's just the way that sometimes, like I listen to a lot of lyricists. Sometimes the multi-syllabic approach is not always in the pocket, but it just sounds ear candy to listen to, not to work out to. This satisfies all that. Plus, every pocket is nasty on this project.
Appreciate you, Curtis.
Of course. All right, so that was the intro.
What's poppin', sis?
Now we're going to Come and Get Me.
I know you on your Chrysalis shit, but it's time to come outside for a little bit. Spread your wings a little bit. You know what? I'm about to send a call for you.
Come and get me out this glue.
Got our dance track.
Come and get me out this glue tonight. Come and get me out this glue. This body too hot and heavy. These streets too much, too messy. Hi, honey, I think I'm ready. I'm needing you to come and get me. This body too hot and heavy. These streets too much, too messy. Hi, honey, I think I'm ready. I'm needing you to come and get me. Baby, baby. Keep it 100, baby, I need ya. I follow wherever if you the leader. Central Perry, I bring the visa. Tired of seeing the same niggas, I'd rather see ya. I'm on my big pun for the season. Don't wanna be a player no more, and you the reason.
They don't know about Big Pun.
Come on now.
I got a little far to jump. A generation off of love. Way too many options, tired of the nonsense. I would trade it all for your love. Cause baby, you satisfy me, you amplify me, you see me popping, you can't deny me. Please come and find me, I need you by me right now. This body too hot and heavy, these streets too much, too messy. Hi honey, I think I'm ready. I'm needing you to come and get me. This body too hot and heavy, these streets too much, too messy. Hi honey, I think I'm ready. I'm needing you to come and get me. Baby, 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 come save me.
Shout out to Rex Life Raj.
One more time. Shout out to who?
Rex Life Raj.
Hey, come on.
On here.
Hey, she just want a nigga to slide and come save her. I might pull up in that, I got paper. We could go wherever you want, shit, I'm able to bring you to the crib and fuck you all over the table. You should have wings, you're an angel. The fool we got is real, fuck a label. You so independent, like fuck a label. Never let them fade you. But if you call me though, I'll slide through traffic. I'll slide through traffic. Whatever you need, baby, you know I'll have it for you. Have it for you. As long as you my ride or die. Say you'll hold me down, you swear. And I'll be there. When you hear my phone talking about
this body too hot and heavy, these streets too much, too messy. Hi honey, I think I'm ready. I'm needing you to come and get me. This body too hot and heavy, these streets too much, too messy. Hi honey, I think I'm ready. I'm needing you to come and get me. Baby, 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 save me.
That's crazy.
Come and get me out this club. Come and get me, come and get me, come and get me. Come and get me out this club tonight. Come and get me, come and get me, come and get me. Come and get me out this club. Come and get me, come and get me, come and get me. Come and get me out this club tonight.
Come on now.
That's for the folks that don't want to be at the party no more. So, I want to go home.
Okay, first question I got. And I want to ask too many questions because I want to make sure we get a chance to listen to the music. But what is the first thing that happens in the creative process for a song like this for you? Like, is it a melody that comes first? Is it the concept that comes first? How does that work for you?
Man, luckily we had Isaiah shoot probably 70% of the making, 65% of the making of the album.
Oh, nice.
And you could see how this one was made because it was just the melody. Dun, 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 dun. And it felt so like we made it in like going into summer. It was springtime and it just felt like, I don't know, it just felt like a party. And it reminds you a little bit of, you don't have to call, like that same kind of thing. But it's funny, he's saying you don't have to call. I'm saying, come get me. Like the total opposite. Please come get me. Please call. But yeah, man, it started with melody and we just wrote it all around there. Taylor Alford, who is my cousin, but also a brilliant writer and artist himself, producer himself. He actually helped produce Why. He started Why. Yeah, we worked on that together. So shout out to Taylor.
Amazing work. Yeah. These are questions that I'm like, usually when I'm asking, I'm sitting there listening. I'm like, I wonder if you're here. Let's get to Sha'Carri next.
Come on.
Talking your head on this one. You talking your head on this one.
Hey, little baby. Hey. Look. Hey, little baby, I'm a winner, not a snack. I'm a dinner, let me butter you up. Hey, little baby, what's the issue? You got too much on your mental, let me fix you, let me turn your shit up. Cause you the realest in the party, big bands like Marachi. Honeys, I'm in them up. And I'm the one that get it started, yeah, you should call me Shakari, how I'm running it up, hey. My last nigga was a loser, yeah, real goofy goober. Should've seen that shit coming when I seen him on the scooter. If you wanna keep her, then it's how you gotta do it. Get that money up, and you never gotta lose her. Tennis on my wrist, yellow gold on my canines. If he say I got that good shit, he ain't lying. If he say I be on bullshit, he ain't lying. I could be an angel and a bitch at the same time. Game time, running with the stick. Game time, bitch, I'm first pick. Game time. If I let him hit, game time, never gonna forget. Cause it's certain body mine, they just fuck with me. First he like me online, now he loving me. It's the Taurus energy, it's the thug in me. If I want you and I get you, then you stuck with me. Hey, little baby, I'm a winner, not a snack. I'm a dinner, let me butter you up. Hey, little baby, what's the issue? You got too much on your mental, let me fix you, let me turn your shit up. Cause you the realest in the party, big bands like Marachi. Honeys, thumbing them up. And I'm the one that get it started, yeah, you should call me Shakari, how I'm running it up. Hey, little baby.
Come on.
Hey, little baby. Little baby. Hey, little baby. Little baby. Hey, little baby. Little baby.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Look at proud Canadian in here calling you out. I was gonna do the same thing. Iman was really finna sit here.
You're right.
Be like, yeah, I don't really rap, but like, here's a song I got.
It's lyricism. But you're right. I guess I rap a little bit.
I imagine it's because you probably around, some of the best to do it, and so maybe your bar is different. Or what do you feel?
It's opposite. It's like I feel like rap has become so, like it's just gotten like not tainted, but the craft of it hasn't been taken as seriously. I think this year is actually becoming a really good year for rap, but in previous years, it was just getting diluted a little bit, and the lyricism was missing from rap. It was just like, I'm just gonna rhyme and talk about taking your girlfriend, and like talk about how much money I got, and and that'll be the song. But lyricism has a little more intention to it, so that's why I say that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. You are very intentional about what it is that you're writing and what it is you're making. We're getting ready to get into why, and then next is one of my favorite songs on here, Ego Death. Let's do something a little different for this one. What's the story behind why?
Man. So I have dealt with mean girls in my life. I don't know what it is. I am 6 feet tall. I'm pretty. I'm talented, but I don't think that that's really what it was. And I think that I kept running into feeling like I was befriending people and really thinking they were my friend and going out of my way and wanting the best for them and like showing up as genuinely as I possibly could, just to find out later like they probably wasn't really rocking with me like that. And it's heartbreaking. It is really heartbreaking. I have been lucky to find a lot of really genuine hearted people in this game and just in my life in general. Like I have so many really good friends. And so I don't even know how to deal with that when it hurts a little different because I never see it coming. Like I can't even expect it. And I think that I spent so much time asking myself, well, why would they do that? Why would they do that to me? Like, why, so many whys. And I had to initially just embody it. Like, I know why. Like, I know exactly why you mad. Maybe it's this. Is it the style? Is it the size? Is it the light that's behind my eyes? Like, you know what I mean? And I think when you get to a point of just like accepting that sometimes your light is going to intimidate others, it's nothing you could do about it. The only thing you could do about it is stop being you. It's stop being, who you are. But when you carry light, it irritates some people, and that's okay. And so I just made this for, myself in that time. And it's so funny, Elise is calling me. That's who's on the song with me. But I made this for myself in that time, and for anybody that's ever going through, like, feeling excluded or like mean girl stuff, so they can find the confidence in that. Like it's okay that's okay. Like you're gonna, as long as you're your best self, it all comes with it, the good and the bad. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'll tell you, to your point earlier that you made about, kind of how diluted rap has become, and just really a lot of genres have kind of followed suit with it. But it is refreshing to hear that much intent go into what is being written, because we host a series every Monday where we do a live stream, and I get music submissions from independent artists, and that's one thing they get. I'm pretty sure they're tired of hearing me say, but it's like, whatever your concept is, it's sitting in California, and you in New York, you in Australia, be colorful in your writing, but like, what is the purpose of this song, and how will it serve somebody 20, 30 years from now? It's important.
And even your, past self, your future self, you might go through it again, and you could turn it on and be like, oh, okay, I know why.
Yeah, that's important. All right, so here's why. That's nice.
Riddle me this, who keep these bitches in a tizzy and her name on their lips? I seen her look at me with envy when I pop my shit. Started getting bigger, now you starting a trip. If I could pull off my skin, she would live in my shit. Sick in the shit, I think you got more healing to get. Godchild, well endowed, baby, honor the gifts and bow down to the crown while I talk my shit. It's I.E. with the ether, my new demeanor, lethal, nasty like Aquafina. Pivot too fast and too hard to keep up. Still couldn't pass me if I kicked my feet up.
The Aquafina shade is necessary, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you finish.
It's gross water. Don't drink that stuff.
I didn't catch it the first time, but the Aquafina shade is needed.
It's nasty.
We do a remix for Arrowhead too.
Yes, and Dasani. All of them could get it.
Tastes like a handful of coins. All right, I'm done. I'm done. Wow, that's hilarious.
Saying love, this is mastery. He's starstruck, I'm a masterpiece. He friendly with his money, trying to flatter me. It's something about me that made bitches mad at me. Is it the style? Is it the size? Is it the light that's behind my eyes? Shit you gotta work for, I don't even try. You seem to pull it in, but I see what you hide. And I know why. I know why she hating, I know why. I know why she faking, I know why. I know why they can't take it, I know why. You ain't never met a bitch this fly. You ain't never seen her wings this size. Watch this, I might kiss the sky. I know why she hating, I know why. I know why she hating, I know why.
Hey, Mom, that bitch is a shit. You heard that, right? No. I tried and I failed. Well, I haven't seen you in a while. How's it living in hell? You tried to drag me through the fire, but you caught it instead. Burning the bridges, then burning yourself. Don't get in your feelings, baby, you trying your best, but you can't come from my head when you can't reach my chest. At my feet, that be your kingdom. Eat the beast, when I feast, I don't leave none. I come through like P5 fun. Legs like 10 feet, booty like photons. When you talk big shit, you gotta show some. Him or him, yeah, I need both of them. Money counting, money fountain. Someone please call my accountant. I'm that reckless, young and restless. I wear you hoes out like necklace.
Should we let them breathe, sis? Should we just dead this? You know how I be when I really get reckless.
I think I would agree, but these hoes got a death wish. Fuck that, I need my breakfast.
Well, fuck that, we gotta see him. These hands work, ho, I gotta cream him.
Yeah, they need it, please believe me. I need vengeance, I gotta bleed them.
I know why. I know why she hating, I know why. I know why she faking, I know why. I know why they can't take it, I know why. You ain't never met a bitch this fly. You ain't never seen her wings this size. Watch this, I might kiss the sky. I know why she hating, I know why. I know why she hating, I know why. Why? I'm the villain, cause I keep hating that hoe in a feelings, that's right. Hey, I'm the villain, cause I keep hating that hoe in a feelings, that's right. Hey, I'm the villain, cause I keep hating that bitch. that's right. Hey, I'll never land. Hey, I'll never land, that's right.
Insane.
Woo! And then something you got to understand is me and Elise are both 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
So like it just feels so villainous. The beat felt so villainous. Like it was just like dang, dang, dang,
Right.
dang, 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 like a villain origin story is what it feels like. Yeah. I love, that's why I love when she says, I come through like feet 5 4 fum, legs like 10 feet, booty like 4 tons. Cause oh, it's so good. She ate that up. Oh my God.
With how you feeling after you get a song, like, because there's one thing to have a concept, and sometimes that concept will evolve throughout the process, and it's like, I thought this song was about this and it ends up being about this. It sounded like you came, you saw, you conquered. What does it feel like after having that kind of a song be executed so damn well?
I did it for myself. Like I needed to get that out. I needed it. I think when we're going through stuff, you don't put everything online. You don't talk about everything, but things bother you, like, so I needed that for me to get that out. And I feel real good about what we did.
And I love how intentional this song is next to Ego Death, one of my favorite songs on this project.
Yeah. So the ego has to get really big. That's the whole journey of the album. Like she peaked my ego. Like, should we let it breathe, sis? Should we just dead this? You know how I be when I really get I think I would agree, but these hoes got a death wish. Fuck that. And then I'm like, well, fuck that. Yeah. Like, so now I'm in my ego, and it had to get really big for this song, for Ego Death, because ego is such a it's a monster, but if tamed, like, you can use it, but when it gets too big, you do got to lay it down. So I needed to talk about that. And since this album is about transformation, I think every real transformation happens after you have some kind of ego death. Something has to die a little bit. You can't keep going like that. So
I can't remember the video I saw, but the whole video was about what it really feels like to have, because we use that terminology all the time, like the old me is no longer here, the old me is dead and killed off, but we don't really acknowledge how violent that process can be, mentally, physically, emotionally. But an ego death is one where it's not an instant one. It is
it's not going down without a fight.
I'm saying, because literally, and the point that this person was making is that you don't have enough room inside of you for 2 of those people to exist. Somebody got to go. With that said,
Absolutely.
Somebody got to go, but we got Ego Death. This is one of my favorite on here. So once again, we're listening to Iman Europe and Kaelin Ellis. We're listening to the Chrysalis project, and this is Ego Death.
Let's go. Kaelin is insane.
What's wrong with y'all?
Hey, who the fuck these niggas think they is? Bumping they gums, curling they lips, talking shit, saying they bigger than me. Who the fuck you bitches think I'm is? Twisting your tongue to speak on the kid like I'm a run, like I don't come from the streets. Motherfuckers better get a grip before I let baby go get the clip. You know he crazy, born in the 80s, that nigga sick. And here's a clue, just like him, I'm crazy too. The big bully, the big bad wolf, the loose screw. Ha, 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 he, I'm just kidding. I'm too cool to lose my cool on you bitches. See, that's my ego, it's so big and unfitting. I let it out the house, but now it's already tripping. I try to keep the peace, but it be hollering and flipping. As quiet as it's kept, it's like a serpent with venom. It's got a good grip and it's making me slip, and I'm tired of the feeling. I'm trying to get rid of them. Trying to get rid of me. I.e., what's the deal? What's the energy? You ain't gotta hide what you feel, need to lock in with me. See, I'm here to protect you. You way too quiet, girl, that's why they gon' forget you. You way too humble, girl, that's why they gon' neglect you. And why they don't respect you. And bitch nigga stress you. See, I'm what make you special. See, I'm the one that bless you. It's me, nobody else. You need big EGO, it's all me. Damn. I gotta kill you. I gotta kill you, ego. I gotta kill you. I gotta kill you, ego. I gotta kill you. I gotta kill you. I gotta kill you now. Cause if not, you're gonna kill me and all my opportunities and everything I love and override what's true to me. See, confidence is cool, but you're the wounded me. Any last words before we read them, your eulogy? All I ever did was tell you you was fine. All I ever did was say you don't deserve it. All I ever did was say it didn't serve you. Nah, all you ever did was lie to me on purpose. All your plans was to play me and persuade me. G.O.D. the only one who ever saved me. It's okay, I'ma see you later, baby. Cause you can't kill me, you can only tame me. Get up.
What?
Here lies ego. Perfect in intention, destructive in action. The intention is never enough, and action is all that ever counts. Ego searches for more love than it's willing to give out. Sneakier than a python, slimier than a pig snout. I've watched the greatest man fall from grace in his captivity. I've watched the most brilliant women get tricked out of their spot and into competition. The enemy's tool, the mind's prison, quasi-confidence, fake flyness, the embodiment of fear. Don't let it near. Yeah.
First of all, relax. Okay. What? When I heard it on the treadmill, I had to stop it for a second. I had to process the many layers that go into not just the production, which is a story in itself, but what you were doing with it in terms of the back and forth dialogues you were having within yourself to land a concept like that. And I think that's something that I got to continue to give you your roses for is your execution is so crisp.
I appreciate that.
After it is so, whether you're doing the background vocals, whether it is even the pockets you operate when you're more so harmonizing or more so singing in these pockets, everything is just no line that you're writing goes wasted.
Yes, intentional writing. That's the only word I could keep using because I'm really like an intentional melodies too, and harmonies too. I would take a second to find the right one, to find the right harmony. But yeah, I appreciate you seeing that, and because you know how this music stuff goes, and like putting your all into stuff, and seeing people really receive it the way that you meant for it to be seen. It's the payoff for me.
I'm literally going through it right now, and that because so much of the music I do now is it's less collaborative because I'm doing a lot of music from home, right? I'm doing sometimes I have people come in, but some people send stuff in, but a lot of the music is really me and my thoughts. And that can be good and that can be bad, but I think the one thing that I'm learning in this stage at 40 in my process is patience with myself and patience with the ideas. Kaelin Ellis talked about the slow burn and the advantage of the slow burn. You said it too. Do you give yourself, how do you go about it? Because I know there's certain artists that kind of like, they treat this like it's a lightning in a bottle experience. Or do you just give yourself all the time in the world that you need to hash these ideas out?
Man, I let the flow be the flow. Sometimes it's moving super fast. Sometimes I have nothing for a week or a month or 2, and I'm not gonna force it. I think me and Kaelin made Masterpiece, and then I just didn't make anything for like almost a year. I just was like, that's enough.
Like that. It be like that, yeah. Especially when you know what line makes so much more sense. And I was a kid and I watched this movie and I was like, what the hell do you mean by that? That Forrest Gump line when he said, "I think I'm done," and he just stopped running.
Yes. I
relate to that now because it's like you do it and people don't recognize all the work that goes into just getting started, the mental hurdles that occur there, but then to execute it, you're like, I think I'm done.
I think I'm done. I'm gonna let that sit, and I'm gonna go do something else. And especially when you're juggling businesses and stuff like that, it's always something else to do, right?
Yeah.
But at the top of this year in April, we did really lock in. That's when, me and Kaelin have been working sparsely for years, but then he came to LA. We worked for like a week, and then we got pretty far, and then I went to Florida and we finished stuff up.
Oh, so that was one question I didn't ask. Is that's how it ended up working out? Is that y'all would just whatever was necessary to be in
whatever was necessary. We realized that being in the same room helped us really get stuff done really quick and fast and figure things out. So, I mean, it had to have some remote work for sure, but we wanted to make sure to have time of just like 1 week here, 1 week there. Let's really lock in. And yeah, I mean, I'm grateful for it all. I mean, it worked out.
Come on now, because it sounded like y'all were locked in and did not leave the room.
Yeah, it does. I didn't. I'm telling you, man. I've been working on this so long. That's why I'm just coming back from Tulum. After I dropped the album, I went to Tulum for like 3 days. I just got back yesterday. So
don't stop. Life don't care about the creative ventures. That like, look,
no, man.
All right, well, let's get into homegirl to homegirl.
El Camille. Oh my goodness.
Shout out to my sis El, yeah.
Incredible. Let's go.
Homegirl to homegirl, I had to go home to jot this down before I could speak it, hoping you heed to it. Knowing you gotta eat, and me too, but look at you. Fresh out of cocoon, a beauty beast and flying higher in pursuit. Now I ain't trying to school you, I'm just more so saying stay student through it. Treat your ego like a tool, but don't completely rebuke it. You gon' need it, friend. It's master manipulators out here, and you just a black woman doing all that maneuvering. All that divine and fine shit, they ain't gon' like it. They gon' ike you, beat your spirit till it's black and bluish. Sometimes it'll trick you into hiding, but who you gon' call when you need it? Media boosting, that inner voice yelling up to heaven's roof when you gotta let them know they effing with a legacy long as Martin's. Yo, you somebody's daughter, F all that martyr-ish and think smarter. God got you, sis. Are they stupid?
Woo!
That's what we doing.
Come on, El Camille. Goodness.
One of the illest.
Oh, the illest.
The illest.
Oh my gosh, man. She blessed me on that because she heard Ego Death, and she was like, I know you want me to do a monologue after or do something after that, but I'm not gonna tell you to kill your ego. I think that we need our ego. Like, right. You need to learn how to integrate your ego. And I was like, that's facts.
Was that, I'm about to say, you agreed with it. What can you kind of elaborate on the importance of that?
Yeah, I think that when we're going through this process of change, we think we're supposed to take everything off and put back on all this new pretty glittery stuff, right? And I don't think that's really how, transformation really works. Or I mean, it can work like that, but I don't know if that's sustainable. I think that in the process of making an album about change, one of the greatest gifts I got was the gift of acceptance and learning that some things are just me and some things I'm supposed to have and some things I can take pride in. And when it comes to ego, I think that we absolutely have to tame it. And that's why at the end it says, you can't kill me, you can only tame me, because that's where people get arrogant. They think that they could kill their ego and now I don't have ego. Like, no, even that is ego. Like,
Yeah,
you
right.
have to practice.
That's crazy. Yeah, that right there gonna have somebody stuck for the next hour. What you mean?
Yeah.
Even that's ego. That's even ego to say that I'm gonna kill it off.
Yeah, and then I don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, no, when you get to really a place where your ego is tamed, you realize, like, I'm not really owed anything. I'm not I'm not in complete control of everything. You know what I mean? And so many different things like that. But ego is a protector too, because my ego tells me when it's something I will not bend on. Does not work for me. I don't do stuff like that. You know, your ego will pop up in a time to let you know, and remind you of your integrity. If it's trained and if it's tamed, it helps you with your integrity and staying in alignment with who you really are and not bending on your values, right? But when it's not, it's just big. It's just this huge monster. It'll take over everything. You'll be looking at everybody different. You'll be, thinking you the big, paranoid and like, especially being a rapper and an artist, you become so consumed with your own mind and your own experience that if you don't intentionally take time to kill your ego, damn near in every conversation, like you will get overtaken by it. It's a very strong force. So I wanted to create a song. And then honestly, I even go there. Look, I've seen some rappers, this past year.
Hello.
Okay, go from the highest height and drop to the bottom. No, people don't even want to hear their voices no more. Okay, because of their inability to accept, defeat. Like it was clear defeat, but they couldn't accept the defeat. So they just dug a hole more and more because their ego wouldn't let them just let it go and surrender.
Yeah.
And so, that's why I say I watched the greatest men fall from grace in its captivity. Like,
I promise you, I wondered if you was channeling some of that, because when I was listening, or was the concept channeling some of that? Because when I was listening to it, I was like, damn, that sounded a lot about the current state of affairs of what's going on. But I had this thought this morning as I was preparing for this, in that it's interesting that all the rappers with like Lil in their name, all the rappers with Young in their name, the industry is asking them, not even the industry, the people who are the ones consuming the music and buying the tickets, they're asking them to grow up.
They have to grow up. I'm so over it. Oh
and
my God.
The violent ways that they are trying to fight against that evolution of their art. Even like this video, and I don't want to railroad the project, but this video that started going viral of Young Thug, and he's using like the hard R on a song for like a portion of time, and that's going viral. And I'm like, every week is something else, whether it was this artist talking about George Floyd, and it's so many things going on where it's like the people are disconnected from that and they want something that meets them where they're at, on a real, right, authentic, and meets them on their level, on the level that we're at, because we got a lot of shit expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like, life is coming out as fast. We're being asked to process a lot more information and ideas and emotions faster than probably ever before. And there's a lot of artists that are missing the mark in this time period, which I think makes contributions like yours so important, because it's needed.
I appreciate that. I want to make something. I don't know. I feel like the old world is dying off, man. All the stuff that used to be cool It's not cool anymore. I'm bored. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I say I'm not relating to nothing. You niggas boring. Like,
Mhm.
your topic of conversation is boring me.
Yeah.
We got to do more.
Even if it wasn't just music, if this was just conversation, it's like, do y'all talk about just that?
Right.
Do y'all only talk about these 3 subjects? And that's how am I supposed to keep going to this restaurant with no nutritional value?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm supposed to grow off of this. And I think people are asking, like, especially if you're asking them to use their time, which is a valuable asset in itself, they're asking for more.
Right. And if you want them to use their money, you're asking for a whole lot.
Yeah, in this time.
You know? And I think that independent artists really need to focus on creating things that are helpful and useful and substantial. Because if you're going to ask people to champion you to the point of investing in you, that's a fair ask. But there has to be an exchange, a value exchange, you know? Because there's a plethora of artists out here. What makes you different? And I think what makes me different is I'm actually trying to create impact, start conversations about real life experiences.
Yeah. And if you're an artist, that's not a large ask, but this is something that you should want to do. I mean, that's part of the natural process. Like, in the process of you helping yourself, in the process of us helping ourselves process these information or these emotions and all these thoughts and help ourselves kind of be our own therapist, us sharing it is kind of allowing other people to approach the same things or the same topics in the process. So it is an exchange that you want to, you know, what the arts have by itself, but no, you're spot on with it. All right. Should we get into Surrender?
Let's go. Surrender with Iman Omari, my namesake. Let's go.
Shout out. Tell you this. I promise you, this whole time I've been trying my best to not say his last name.
Yeah.
Because we did a whole press run together for our project. The whole time I'm like, hold on, no, my brain is like, slow it down for the second part. Okay. Now I can. Go ahead.
Now you can.
I'll tell you this. Thinking you know your next move is your arrogance. Sure. Look at you with your big plans and intelligence. Holding on to your stubborn goals with no evidence. That is heaven sent. I believe it's true. Gotta give space, gotta let go, gotta let it come to you. No, we don't chase. If it ain't forced, then we don't do pursue. If it don't stay, if it don't grow, then it's not meant for you. It's not meant for you. Sometimes you just gotta surrender, my nigga. Sometimes you just gotta surrender, my nigga. I can't go back to what it used to be. Sometimes you just gotta surrender, my nigga. Sometimes you just gotta surrender, my nigga. I let it go so I could really see it's made for me. Can't get it wrong, keep sailing on. No matter where you're going, you're right where you belong. Yeah, the trail is long, but keep trailing on. If your faith is strong, it won't take that long. Can't get it wrong, keep sailing on. No matter where you're going, you're right where you belong. If your faith is strong, it won't even take you that long.
It's the season. Time for you to take the top off, let the breeze in. Taking your life in your hands, you got a season. Ain't no need to go and pop off for no reason. You should just leave it all peeping. Look at the trail of the bad vibes that you're leaving. Everybody can see you, it's not a secret. What is it gonna take for you to be teasing? You should just leave it all.
Sometimes you just gotta surrender, my nigga.
Inside.
Sometimes you just gotta surrender, my nigga. I can't go back to what it used to be. Sometimes you just gotta surrender, my nigga. Sometimes you just Got it something through my neck. I let it go so I could receive. It's made for me.
Eesh. Let me not cut off nothing.
Hey,
Outro is some extra work happening. You are giving the people their money's worth all the way to the very, very end. That is crazy. That is just,
that's the one. That's one of them.
We're doing so. I'm noticing a pattern here. Like we're halfway through the project right now, or a little bit under halfway through the project, and the songs are kind of circulating around 2 minute 50, 30, 3 minutes, 3:30. There's when you use that word intentional, I start to think about it and I'm like, these songs feel like we came here to do this.
We did.
We ain't come here, even though we're getting ready to get into a song that's probably one of the longest ones on the project, 4 minutes of breaking every day. Were you intentional about any of that in terms of getting these ideas and keeping them compact? Or was this just something that this is the way the creativity took you?
It just happened like that. It's like when we got to the end, it was like, that's the end. Anything else would just be extra, we said it all. We did it all. Like, we weren't trying to keep it super short, but I think me and Kaelin just create like that. I don't know. But I got my point across, so I didn't need to keep, singing the same chorus over and over and over. And if you want to hear it again, you could play,
play that back again.
It loops great, but
one of my favorite questions to ask every fellow artist is, how do you know when a song is done? When it's complete?
I know it's done when I feel like I have nothing else to add, nothing else to say. And sometimes I go in and reduce, like, okay, that was too much. Like Breaking Every Day, we reduced a lot. But yeah, some stuff, I don't know. It's just a feeling, I guess. Yeah. Like I said everything, I wrote everything. I put every harmony that I wanted to put there. It's done.
Mm-hmm. So that might be a more producer question in my head, because there's something to be added. There's always something that could be, we could try this. And we could try. Then it's like, hey, let's just, we look, you won the day. Let's leave it there.
I look at songs, I have a creative writing major. So everything like works to me like an essay. Mm-hmm. Like the album itself is a thesis, an essay, Mm-hmm. But even every song in the big body of work is like a sentence, but every song is its own essay. You know what I mean? Like every song is a paragraph, I'd say. Every song is a paragraph. So did I put all of the parts of the paragraph in this one before I move on to the next paragraph?
It's a statement, your question, your whatever, how you want to process the
the theme, like
there's no hold on, but did you put your sources at the? I'm just playing.
Did I source them?
MLA format, like
I didn't do the MLA format. Nah.
I'll play it. I'm getting PTSD even
I know. I'm like, MLA format.
All right. Well, let's get into Breaking Every Day.
Okay.
All right.
This one. Oh, sorry.
Well, you good. Go ahead.
I don't know if you're following the story, but we've gone through ego to ego death. After ego death is usually a sense of surrender, and then after surrender is a release, and usually of grief. And so this is Breaking Every Day.
Sheesh, every base is covered. Continue. Breaking Every Day.
Ain't my bone been picked enough? Ain't my wings been clipped enough? All my hope been in the dust. All my grief conspicuous. Got so close to giving up. All this weight been building up. All my feelings spilling, cause this ain't living on. I've been losing sleep, knocking off my feet. I've been in the hole, I've been moving slow, I've been feeling great. Every day I wait, gotta go replay how it used to go and how it ain't no more. How you gone away? I've been out my mind, trying to take my time, trying to let it go. When they ask me though, I say I'm doing fine. My heart is breaking every day. I'm breaking every day. I'm breaking every day. My heart is breaking every day. I'm breaking every day. Hey, every day I breathe is every day I grieve. Image take a toll, say it's not for show, say it's just a dream. I'm trying to find relief, as hard as it seems, it's ugly. But luckily I got some real niggas on my team. They tell me meditate, tell me keep the faith, take it day by day, take it to the Lord, telling me to pray. But my heart is breaking every day. I'm breaking every day. I'm breaking every day. My heart is breaking every day. I'm breaking every day. And if it wasn't for the love around me, I wouldn't wanna face it. Wasn't for the love around me, I would be so forsaken. If it wasn't for the love around me, I wouldn't want to make it. 'Cause my heart is breaking every day. I'm breaking every day. Breaking, 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 breaking. Look at the world we in, everyone's struggling, economy crumbling, the innocent suffering. I take a look around, can't help but make a frown. My baby just let me down, my auntie put in the crowd. I'm grieving everything that was planned to be. Don't see fair to me, someone care for me. 'Cause my heart is breaking every day. I'm breaking every day. In my times of doubt, in my times of fear, in my times of pain, God cradled me and held me near. Trust in Him, lean on Him. He'll dry your tears. Take your time to feel it all, then shift it into second gear.
So wait a minute.
It gotta play into that. It gotta play in there.
Okay. There you go. Because everything is breaking now.
Yes. We've gotten to the next side of the album now.
Everything is breaking.
Hey.
Incredible.
Everything is breaking. The bill. Again. Everything is breaking. The bill. Again.
It's the one you cha-cha to.
The bill. Again. Everything is breaking. Let it breathe, let it flow, let it breathe, let it go, let it feel, let it show, let it be, let it roll. If it's real, let it grow. When it's real, do you know? Let it free, let it go. Everything is breaking.
You need that one after breaking every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Continue.
know, just because it's so breaking every day is so heartfelt. You know, it's so deep that you need relief after you feel all those feelings to continue on with your day, like to, you know, get to the other side of it. So I like playing those together.
I tell you this, I always say that music is at its best when it serves almost as its own medicine, right? And there's certain artists that I go to. I mean, you see in one of them, peeking out in the corner. Sade is one of my favorites. Jill Scott is another one of those. Erykah Badu, that's like the trinity of soul, of song, of beautiful voices that just have a way of changing the temperature of the room. I hear that in your music, and I'm so curious. Who does that for you?
Well, you mentioned 3 of them already. Andre 3000, though, love him. His music is medicine for me because it allows me to like access parts of my brain that can't get access without his music. I don't know.
Right way to put it, yeah.
Like I heard She Lives in My Lap for the first time, and I was like, this sounds like my brain, like all the things that's going on. So you make music like this?
I heard Prototype. I said, is that what I was trying to do the last 20 years, 10 years?
You said Erykah. Who else we got? I love Sade too, but like music that feels like medicine. India Arie. Oh my God, I'm such a fan. Like, I'm such a huge fan. And I'm not really a fan of a lot of people, but she makes intentional music too. So yeah, I really love her. Those are some of the greats.
I saw her. My mom took me and my sisters to a concert years ago. I want to say it was at maybe Pachanga. I went to go see her, and I was already a fan because of just that whole neo soul era of music, like VH1 Soul. That was such a special time in music for me. Seeing her live, I was already a fan.
Yeah.
The fact that she was singing, and I don't know how she found me in the crowd, and she looked at me and she started singing her song. I said, I'm a fan for life. You got it. You didn't even have to do all that.
Yeah.
Now I'm a fan for life. You see me in this world? What? Shout out to India Arie. That's reminded me when you said that. All right, so now we're gonna get into And So It's So. And we got a music video for this one.
Yeah, we do.
All right, so let me go ahead and pull that up so everybody else can see what I'm seeing on this. Okay, let's not do that. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, YouTube. Hey, I'm in the middle of an interview. Could you not? All right, there we go. Just need a little bit of patience for me. Okay, just back to the screen now. Every time I kept clicking, it would click. Never mind. We are here now. All right, so let's see. Let's get this on screen so they can see what I'm seeing here. And yeah, who directed the video?
Corey Warner, man. He's so dope. We shot this on 100% Kodak film.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. We went out to Idlewild, California in the middle of the woods and found some really cool places. Creative directed by Elise Toms. And yeah, it's really dope. Wanted to create this Wonderland feeling that you can access every day. So hopefully that comes through.
Got directors and creative directors. Do y'all see what's happening right now? Like this is the definition of intentional. Come on now.
Oh.
Hey. Wake up in a new day with sensation. Let go of my yesterday frustrations. Cause all of my lessons, they turn into blessings with more patience. So I'm proclaiming that this day is gonna be wonderful. And so it's so. And so it's so. This day is gonna be wonderful. I said it. And so it's so. And so it's so. Cause I know my words, they come with worth, they come with power. Yeah. So I speak of substance and I say abundance, it is ours. Yeah. And I say that justice serves me right I know there's protection on my life. Ooh, peace. I allow it. Yeah, this day is gonna be wonderful. I said it, and so it's so. Yeah, and so it's so. My day is gonna be wonderful. I said it, and so it's so. And so it's so. Ooh, I'm holding on to my life. All things on purpose, it's all aligned for me. I know abundance is mine. Ooh.
Yes. Affirmation song.
You feel me? Like,
sometimes you need to hear that. It's gonna be a great day.
Come on. See, and this is I think hitting it right on the head in terms of what we were talking about earlier about there's a necessity, there is a need, especially now, for music that feels like it is serving a purpose for the person that is listening, and then it's not just a celebration of one's own stories and ego. And that's the stories are important, and those moments to like talk your shit is important, but I think there are so many people that are asking the question, what about me? Like, how can I use this music to help me through this time, or even, celebrate the best and the worst of the times?
Because it's more people going through it right now than, it's not everything you see online. That's not really what's happening in real life. People are going through hard times. Even people that are doing well are going through stuff, and we all need something to kind of listen to. And so I did want to create the project to have those elements of ego and fun, but also be sure to have some enrichment and purpose in there too. And so we're now getting to the second half of the album where there's more of that.
Yeah, I think that also speaks to your ability, your vulnerability, first of all, but also your ability to embody every one of those emotions through your music, because there are artists that can only live in one. And if you have to do the other, it is just a different font of the same sentence. Like, I'm listening here. Everything is, I am in this, and I need to embody this conceptually, how I sound sonically, even the way that you would approach your tonality. All these things feel very intentional. So I salute you.
Thank you, Curtis. Appreciate you, man.
Of course. All right. Now I'm looking up here. So now the next one is Closer, right?
Closer.
Closer. Okay, here we go.
This is like a dance. Kaelin is crazy. He played this song. I was like, yeah, I made this. Want to hear it? And I was like, sure. And it was like incredible. This world beat kind of vibe, Afro beat. And I was like, are you a Martian, or just tell me the truth? I won't tell anyone. Like, just tell me.
He couldn't hide if you wanted to. He couldn't hide if you wanted to.
Right.
But we can't separate. We're gonna start asking you the same question.
I know.
Every 5 minutes you start disclosing something else, like, oh yeah, I do have this nonprofit that I'm But what time? And I happen to create this album that
I guess you can say the same, but man, Kaelin is still he's crazy.
I think that's part of your tactic to get us off of your bumper, is that you try
to put it all on Kaelin. He's great, guys. Look over there.
Yeah. Look at how alien he is over there. Nothing. I'm not a rapper.
No.
And then you do that. I'm cracking up. Okay, so then we got Closer. Let's go ahead and listen to that next.
You call me, I'm away. You come for me, I can't stay. You reel pulling me closer, closer, closer. Feel like, hey, you're my heart and soul. In the deep of the night, your face is all I know. All I know. You really
This is my jam.
know you. Keep pulling me closer, 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 closer to your life. Hey, there's no mistaking you. Out on my own, I wouldn't make it through. I couldn't shake it if I wanted to. I'm moving closer to your life.
Nah, you officially an alien too. So
I'll take it.
all these
I'll
different
take
styles, all these different styles that you tapping into. You know, I kind of know the answer, but then I'm still moved to ask, like, how all these different sounds. You have to be. I'm assuming listening to a lot of different genres, but to own them when you get into these genres is a different skill set altogether.
I appreciate that. I had to step up to the plate, man. Kaelin is making all of this genre bending music, all these fusions that are just so intriguing. I think the thing is that, you know, because his beats interest me, it pulls me to have to try new things and do different things. And you know, that is one thing I really am proud of with the project, though. I wanted to try to write in a lot of different genres because I am a songwriter first. I'm a songwriter first. I was going to just be a songwriter. I wasn't even going to be an artist. But then someone stole my song, and then I decided to just be an artist.
You said until someone stole your song, and you was like,
yeah,
"Oh no,
man!" I was like, I might as well do it myself, man. What are you doing? I was working with somebody, and he was a songwriter that knew a whole bunch of artists. We was gonna get on, you know.
Of course.
And so I wrote a song. He was like, "Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we'll write some more." I hadn't heard from him in a while. Then I ran past the artist, and we connected in this hip hop theater class. We was in college at the time,
right?
And he was like, "Oh, I gotta play you some of my music." He started playing me some music. The beat, I remember the beat. I'm like, "Hold on, where you get this beat from?" He told me the dude's name. I'm like, "I wrote this song." He was like, "All this is happening in the space before the song starts."
Right.
I was like, he wrote this for you? He was like, yeah, he wrote it with me. I was like, I wrote this song. It's like, I was like, watch, when the song starts, I'm gonna sing it. And sure enough, when it started, I started singing, and he was like, "I am so sorry, I had no clue." I was like, "It's not you.
Wow.
It's not you."
What are the chances, though, that
I know
that kind of an interaction after that?
I always figure things out. God always makes sure I figure out the important things. I called him.
You called him, okay, yeah.
Because I'm a caller. Like, let's figure this out. What's going on here? I don't want to.
I'm a caller.
I'm a caller. Like,
using that. So I called him because I'm a caller, not a not a procrastinator. I'm a caller.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm sitting here with da. Oh no, he answered the phone. He called him. The artist called him, and he was like, "Yo," he was like, "Yeah, what's up, man?" He's on speaker. He's like, "Oh, I'm here with Iman Europe." And he was like, oh. And I was like,
he was like, "Oh,
yeah, what's up, man?"
Wow.
It's so crazy because he said, "You wrote this song that I wrote." And he was like, oh yeah, man, the old school trick on me. You won't believe it. Oh, my phone breaking up. I said, no way, bro. No way. Call me back.
I'm hearing it break up in 4K. I'm hearing every. You're not breaking up. I can hear you.
I can hear you. I can't hear you. Like, oh, all right, man.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Like, just tell me you're playing with me. Like, I'd rather that.
That ain't white noise. That's mouth noise.
Right. For real. For real.
That's crazy.
So after that, I was like, man, I might as well perform my own music.
Mm-hmm.
So then I started making it myself. But I say all that to say I'm a songwriter first. And I know that, you know, there's going to probably come a time where I don't want to just be making music because, as I told you, I love the creation of music. The social media stuff I hate. The connection part I love. So I've been trying to figure out how to create my own community of people where it's just us and I don't got to worry about, you know, like a middleman, whether it be TikTok or Instagram or, you know, X or whatever. Like I need to figure out how to just connect directly with my fans on our own, and that'll be better for me. But something about social media, I don't really vibe with it, but I do want to still make music for other artists. So this is kind of like a palette tasting, this album of like all the different type of music I can write and songwrite for other people. So yeah, I wanted to do that too. Put my little 2 cents in. If anybody ever need a writer, you know who to call.
Come on. I'm what my guy said it. One of my subscribers here said the idea or the chance that we would have never been able to hear your voice. We would have missed that voice. And I imagine there's a lot of stories where people have had similar situations and they start to see what this business can be. And it discourages them from even wanting to continue to pursue it, especially to pursue it. And you're the focus, you're the artist, but you took a very different direction and became you. And you know what do you think is what do you credit to that sort of tenacity, to that sort of okay, that happened, but you know, my story is not done.
Resilience.
Yeah.
I learned resilience from the women around me and from the people around me, but especially my mom. My mom is like so resilient. Like you tell her no, she says, what? Oh, watch. You know, and she's always modeled resilience and tenacity for sure. And then I just have like a really good support system. Like my family's very supportive of me. I don't have the story of like, you know, nobody believed in me.
Yeah.
Everybody really was like, you could do it. And, you know, we are expecting of you. Maybe mine was more pressure, like, do it. Like, because we know you can. But, and then just God, man, God has been priming me my whole life for this, even before I really knew. In retrospect, when I look back, I'm like, you were always doing this. So I definitely just give it all to God, honestly. Everything. This whole project is a God thing. The way it came together, who gets a grant to create an album? I've never even heard of that before. It's like God has just moved mountains for this project to happen. So
yeah,
I trust it.
And I feel like God is he's choosing very specific artists that have a skill set that is so out of the norm that when you do decide to do things that are unorthodox, you open doors for so many people that are pursuing, you know, a better environment to be in. Because even I saw that you had a Patreon as one of your links that up there. I think those type of directions end up being the example that we set for the next generation. That's like, well, is social media the only way if I'm able to funnel people into this, you know, this community and this space where there's not really an algorithm or barrier to access what I have for them if I want to share a rough draft or whatever the case may be. So let them use you because the times are asking for it. Okay.
He's taking over.
Come on. Magic. We in the magic now. You ready for this one?
Oh yes, by everything we talking about. Let's go.
Come on.
Shout out to Coco Sarai.
I remember My mother used to say, what is for you can be unfor you. Who jobless, no man can curse. Ready for the verse?
Lightning strike my skin. Thought chakra opening. Now I'm magic. I breathe and call it in. My father, king of men. From Jireh to sin. Yeah. I'm magic. I give it all to him now. I get all I'm asking for. That's right. Woo! I get all I'm asking for. Coco!
Get the money, get the car, get the keys. When me touch rock bottom, only choice was to believe. Everything me want, Jah did provide what me need. I get it done, yep, I get it done. Get the wisdom and the vision, blessings speak. So them can't touch me with them dark energy. Walk in the light, so me blessings them increase. I get it all, because you love me like you do. Jah said only good things in a few. And if you know, like I do, then you understand why I would just bet it out. Why I know I'm never found. Make sure I don't get involved. You're not in discussion, me know them can't do me nothing. And magic is an action, so I'm leaving here with something. Before I close my eye, them at the end of every night. Bow me head and thank God for my life. When you hear me say, you, look, I get all I'm asking for. Who you say?
That's right. I get all I'm asking for.
Don't know. Coco Sarai and the Queen, Iman Europe. Don't play with her. It's a real thing, you know?
Don't play with her. Good.
That's a big team. That's a big one. Coco is crazy. Oh, I love her so much. I'm so happy she blessed this album. Everybody, every feature just did what they needed to do. Dang.
I think that's also a credit to knowing who to call in for what. You know what I mean? Because there are any of these features, you pick features with a lot of versatility in their own right. But knowing like, no, this one is specifically for Coco, or this
I
one
knew it was for Coco.
You know what I mean? Incredible. And what does that lead us to break? So we're near the end here. And I just want to say, first of all, we appreciate your time. Come on. We appreciate your time. It's not every day that we get to be with the artists and pick their brain and ask all these questions while you're in the midst of the promo run. And I'm sure there's so many things that are still yet to be done for the project. You're preparing for the shows and all of that. Could you talk to us a little bit about how that listening party went?
Man, the listening party was beautiful. Oh my God, it was so much love in the room. I tried my best to invite everybody. I'm not the best at it, but I did blast. It was just like whoever shows up, hopefully they come. And it was a great turnout. Some people knew the music already. They were singing it to me. I was like, what? This dropped yesterday. And some people had heard it for the first time, but it was just so much love. I posted pictures so you could really see pictures of the crowd, and everybody was really locked in. Like it wasn't a whole bunch of side talking. Everybody was in the vibe, So I'm really proud of that. I feel very proud of this project. I keep saying that. Like when people are saying this project is great, it's like thank you. Like I'm proud of it. I'm proud of the work that we've done, although it's been long and it's been hard and it's tiresome. It's so worth it, and you can see it in the way that people are receiving it. So and being able to see people react in real time, some who have never heard it before, was really cool. It's really cool.
Super dope. Super dope. Well, that leads us into Break.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now I'm on my second listen of the album. This is absolutely my favorite portion of it. Like this right here, it's good energy all throughout this part of the project right here. The whole project is amazing, but this is my favorite.
Yes.
It's always like a section of a project that when you think about running a whole project back, you think about like a 5 or 6
Going
song.
back there.
Yeah. And this is the one for me.
Good.
So let's get into Break.
Come on, Toby. What's up, Toby?
Baby, you've been working so hard for me. Now I got expensive taste, but I need you to take this off for me. Baby, put the phone away. Promise that we can't replace. Yeah. You need a break. Woo. Just one day, that's all I'm saying. You need a break.
Oh.
Just one day, that's all I'm saying.
God made you as peak design. Intertwined tension, release your spine. I need a break for some peace and quiet. Try and eat you like preacher boy, proceed to freak your mind. Keep it quiet. Dive in the paint like it's Easter time. Go hard in the paint for that peaches time. Graphic too. Macaroon, and you taste like macaroon. Yeah, back to school. Want a head that'll last to the afternoon. Smoke a spliff and stack a rack or two. Then it occurred to me, how could the earth be flat when you got all them curves and mean the world to me? All of them words to serve is so absurd to me, baby.
You need a break. Just one day, that's all I'm saying. You need a break. Just one day, that's all I'm saying.
And we're getting right into Masterpiece.
Oh yeah, needs no introduction.
I am a masterpiece, have a masterpiece. Still I'm 1-to-1, still I'm at the peak. See, I'm still the front runner, they after me. I make them say, and getting money like Master P. Please pardon the confidence, my shit, I'm ready to pop it. I had a few problems that threw off the rhythm for a minute, but I'm gon' always find a pocket while I try to stop it. Got the spirit of resilience and the heart of a prophet. Can't flex just a little. Ain't it amazing how I turn all my pain into residuals? Name is getting bigger, the face card deliver. I'm really a winner. Releasing all the people that keep me crippled. I think they like me better when I play little. I think this what they wanted from Andre instead of fluting the fiddle. I say you niggas need to think bigger. I think I found a key to LAFE. The less I give a fuck, the more I feel free. The freer that I be, the more I choose me. Look in the mirror, what do I see? I am a masterpiece, have a masterpiece. Still I'm 1-to-1, still I'm at the peak. See, I'm still the front runner, they after me. I make them say, and getting money like Master P. Please pardon the confidence, my shit, I'm ready to pop it. I had a few problems that threw off the rhythm for a minute, but I'm gon' always find a pocket while I try to stop it. Got the spirit of resilience and the heart of a prophet. Can't flex just a little. Ain't it amazing how I turn all my pain into residuals? Name is getting bigger, the face card deliver. I'm really a winner. Releasing all the people that keep me crippled. I think they like me better when I play little. I think this what they wanted from Andre instead of fluting the fiddle. I say you niggas need to think bigger. I think I found a key to LAFE. The less I give a fuck, the more I feel free. The freer that I be, the more I choose me. Look in the mirror, what do I see? I am a masterpiece.
You know, we in the last song, but let me just tell you, like the feature for sure killed the break song. How nice of you to open up your project to other lyricists when you got that pen. That is so nice of you. We appreciate. I mean, like you allowing other people. This pen is insane, and it's so casual. It's just
That's the one that I told you I wrote like a drummer.
You can hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. I sat after that one. I was like, well, I've made my contribution for a while.
I told you, Forrest Gump voice. We're done here. I'm done here. I think I'm done today. Okay, so we get into the last song. Once again, for those of y'all that have been seeing this QR code that is up here, if you're watching this on TV, if you're watching this on whatever device, go ahead and open up your camera, and this will take you directly to whatever links that you prefer in terms of streaming platforms. Know that when you come back to this, and definitely you got to let me know whenever you have these things active, like the CDs and all that.
Yeah.
There's other ways to support, but you're going to see it when you go to Iman's website, when you go to the YouTube, everywhere you go, you're going to see like tour dates and things. And November is going to be here before we know it. So
I'm starting in October.
October though.
October 16th to November 23rd.
October 16th.
Rex Life Raj. Yep. Hella Slept on tour. So we leaving in like 20 days.
Sheesh. How was it preparing for it? I mean, these songs you've been sitting with for some time, but preparing for a show is a completely different beast in itself.
Yeah.
Have you kind of found the time in between the promotion of this to?
Honestly, things have been going. It's been going so fast, but I am making sure every day to have some intentional time to at least start planning things around. I think I'm going to start. Kaelin's on the tour for a few of the dates. So nice. I think I'll go out there and rehearse with him a little bit before the tour starts. And our first stop is in Orlando. Mm-hmm. So, and then I'll just join Raj from there for the rest of the tour. But it's been so many moving parts, man. That's what I'm saying. Being an independent artist, you also are the artist that has to rehearse. Like,
can't never forget that part. That you still, and then aside from the artist, you're still the human being. So if trying to find some time to,
like, where is she at?
I can't just turn that person off.
I know. I'm telling you, in December, I ain't doing nothing.
Finna just sleep. You know what?
Sleep.
I think
for a month. I'll see y'all in 2026. It's nothing more for me to give.
By that time, people would tell you, especially my audience, every December I have taken off, and I detox from social media. I detox from all of this, and I come back with such a clear mind. And every time I come back a little bit slower because I'm like, why do I do this again?
Yeah.
This other side feels so good. Like this other feeling.
I know. You get so used to it. I might do that though, Curtis. I might do that same thing. Take December off if I can. You'll see how things go by then. I would love to do it. It sounds like a great plan.
Yeah, after a tour, only so much could be asked of you. I saw Tyler talking about it recently. Tyler, the creator, was like, I don't know if I'll ever do this again after the tour he just went on.
He was on a long leg though.
That's a crazy, internationally, that's wild.
Look at Kendrick.
He took a month off and went right back to it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I see why he was up 6 a.m., 6 miles conditioning for his win. He needed to do that.
I deserve it. Yeah, you gonna need it.
He do deserve it all.
Goodness, yeah.
Absolutely.
In certain areas, folks don't know, like trying to perform in Denver, where the altitude is different. I had never been in a space where I'm really good with my breath control. I got there, and I felt like I had never breathed before in my life.
Why? Is it just because it's
the altitude? And if you're not hydrating yourself, like I believe your blood thins. Your blood thins and it's just harder to breathe if you're not used to being out there. There's like Olympic runners who go out there specifically to have more resistance and to build up their resilience and it is. I just go out there and sit down and still come back with altitude sickness. So performing out there, and I can imagine with some of these other areas that he's going to internationally that may have some other things going on. But it is a sport. It is a sport to be out there touring on a regular basis for sure. Lead us into Better. Lead us into Better. What is the story about Better? That is the song that caps everything off.
Better is the conclusion piece. You know, it's the final thought. It is a celebration to have arrived in a better place than I started. It was so funny because Better is the first song that we actually did for this album. Like, it wasn't for this album at first.
Right.
That was when we were still just making songs, but it's our oldest song on the album, and it's the last song. And everything kind of built from Better, the whole story. So yeah, I just want to thank everybody for listening. If you've gotten this far, I know we've been streaming for a while, and thank you for just following the journey of me as an artist, but also of the music. And yeah, I made this last one, West Coast bop, celebrate my side, and also just celebrate arrival and appreciation of the journey.
Well, let's get into it. This is once again Iman Europe and Kaelin Ellis, and this song is called Better. It's the last one on the project. Chrysalis.
I've been in the light, finally. Feel like it's the first time I've been free. Had to get it right, silently. Yelling at my old self. She gone, reborn, now I got some new wings. If you look good, you see the God on me. Damn, it look good to see a smile on me. Yeah. Better than I've been, I'm so much better than before. I had to go and try again. I had to cry and let it go. I had to break what could have been. I had to kill what couldn't grow. Now I ain't afraid to take the win. I ain't afraid to let them know that I'm better on my left, better on my right. Better than the first day of my fight. Present is a test, future looking bright. Live it like my birthday, I just might. And I ain't gon' stress, it's alright. I already had the worst days of my life. Doing my best, still gon' try, even if it hurt me. Better than I've been, I'm so much better than before. I had to go and try again. I had to cry and let it go. I had to break what couldn't bend. I had to kill what couldn't grow. I had to cut off those loose ends. You cannot fuck with me no more. Better on my left, better on my right. Better than the first day of my fight. Present is a test, future looking bright. Live it like my birthday, I just might. And I ain't gon' stress, it's alright. I already had the worst days of my life. Doing my best, still gon' try, even if it hurt me. I'm so much better, 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 better. You're better than you've been. You're so much better than before. You had to go and try again. You had to cry and let it go. You had to break what couldn't bend. You had to kill what couldn't grow. You had to cut off those loose ends. They cannot fuck with you no more.
Hey, what's wrong with you?
Yay!
In the most respectful way possible. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all?
I blame Kaelin. I keep blaming Kaelin.
Look, thank you for this disclaimer out for Butterfly. She said, Curtis' face of disgust is actually immense delight. Yeah,
exactly.
That's what it is. It is a very different face than sometimes when, because like I said, we get music all the time during our live streams where we're kind of giving critique and whatnot. It's just always a relief. I have this theory that as an artist, it's kind of our job to be the tour guide into a museum of all the art that we've put together. But it's a tour guide. It's a handshake of, hey, thank you for coming to this album, this museum. Let me guide you. And there's a certain level of trust that we ask as a listener of the artist. And it's certain times you listen to an artist and you know that you go take the wheel. You good. You got. I'm here to know. I'm here to understand wherever we're going to next. And phenomenal work. I wish you and Kaelin nothing but the best moving forward. All the information is there in the description, DIYers, for those of you that are looking to support. But what are some final words that you may have for people who are, like I said, are just getting to know about the Iman Europe experience? So some final words you got for the people. What do you ultimately want your legacy to be?
What do I want my legacy to be?
Nothing heavy on a Friday, that
No, it's not heavy. That's not heavy. Legacy, no. This is a very light question. I want people to walk away with a better understanding of who they are through my music, a deeper understanding of who I am through my music. I hope that anybody who enjoys this follows me, because that's where you'll be able to keep up with me. And when I do transition off socials, which I will, it's happening. I literally hate it. But when I do it, you'll know. And you'll just be able to connect with the human version of me. I think I make this super vulnerable music because I want people to feel heard and seen and understood, and also feel heard and seen and understood. So follow me, share the music with a friend, like through tech, like really share it with somebody that you think will love it. That's how it grows. This is so organic right now. Me and Kaelin haven't done any ads yet. We need to get to ads, but we just posted today that, our first week had 2.6 million streams.
Come on.
So we're excited about that.
Yeah.
And yeah, just keep sharing it. Keep singing to it. Come to the tour. Come to the show and watch me be able to perform it. This is amazing. And Curtis, thank you for creating space for us. I would love to perform this for you guys. And Curtis, I got tickets for you if you want to come to the LA show. So you let me know.
Don't threaten me with an amazing
show. Come
there.
out. November 13th in LA.
I'm there. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. And even aside from the tickets, just greatly appreciate your commitment to keeping the high art, or keeping your art high art. And making sure that you're telling stories that are going to be told and repeated years, even years after we all transition. Your art is so important, and grateful that we had an opportunity to talk to you in this moment for Chrysalis. So definitely, once again, you see this banner that pops up right here. If you go ahead and screenshot it, whatever you want to do. If you go to that QR code, it'll lead you directly to the links. The description has another link as well. What social media would you prefer them to follow you on?
Follow me on Instagram for now, because I'm not really on TikTok or X too much, but I'm on Instagram. I'm posting updates on everything that's going on, whether it be on my main feed or in my story. You can really keep up to date with me there for now. And later, I'll probably create a smaller community for us. I do have my Patreon that I want to build up a little bit more. But for now, just follow me on Instagram. We'll start there.
One more time for Iman Europe. And for Kaelin Ellis joining us from the airport. Come on.
Yes, let's go, Kaelin.
All right. Well, thank you once again. Thank you for everybody who chose to watch today. This video will be up. I will definitely get to timestamping as soon as I can. But thank you for your time once again. And best of luck out there on the road.
Appreciate you, Curtis. Thanks for the time. Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Stop being greedy. Peace.